Hello everyone, my name is Purple. I'm going to be doing We Speak Wednesdays, week 1. I grew up feeling disconnected from the world because I had a deep, dark secret that changed me into who I am today. My country is built off freedom of speech, but I felt like mine was locked away with the key that I couldn't find. That key was courage. Courage enough to come out and tell others something that would change my life. I believe everyone is a survivor. A survivor is someone who has been through a difficult experience, whether it's small or big. They're able to say that they lived through a problem or difficult situation has occurred and they made it through. 2 weeks shy of my sweet 16, I found my courage. I realized that holding in the secret of being victimized was only affecting myself. I began telling my parents about these horrible incidents I encountered. Feeling very alone, embarrassed, and even much regret that I exposed this, I then realized that my life was about to change. As for change, I mean for the worse. I started to receive unwanted attention from my parents and felt suffocated. I had to talk to police and detectives. Speaking to strangers I've never seen before about the most vulnerable times in my life was very hard because I was still a child who just wanted to be normal. I sometimes felt like telling my secret was a mistake, that keeping it locked away would have prevented all the madness in my life. Well, there was one person that made me feel normal, my therapist. During this time, I was obligated to see a therapist 3 days out of the week. In the beginning, I didn't want to open up to a complete stranger that I felt would probably judge me just as I felt everyone else would. I was wrong. I met one of the best therapists. She made me feel comfortable from day one. Not only being there for my bad days, but my good as well. From learning how to be and feel like a normal child to court prep and even coming to court for extra support. She helped me realize that I was a survivor and there was nothing to be ashamed of. That I've overcome something that a lot of people wouldn't be able to. I was a hero. She always told me that if and when I was ready to share my story with the world, I would inspire people. Showing people that no matter how rough a situation may look, you can get through it. My mom watching firsthand how expressing my secret changed me and seeing how this experience both broke and healed me inspired her to start a nonprofit, Hands Off. Hands Off is an organization that helps victims and victim families get help they need in situations similar to mine. This organization has helped not only children, but women and men statewide. I've gotten to not only share my story, but hear other stories. To know that there are many people out in the world just like you, and you're not alone means a lot. After 5 years of court cases, a dismantled family, and the worst stress that could be put on a teenage girl who's just trying to find her way, I was finally able to hear a guilty verdict. The predator was sentenced to 20 to 40 years in prison. Feeling that I've saved another child from possibly experiencing what I've experienced made me feel accomplished. There was no more embarrassment or humiliation for me. I was not a conqueror, but a survivor.